Hello everyone. In today's session, we will see GitLab Docker Executor and its bridge network default method. As we are working with GitLab Docker Executor, so we will get bit more details about what is the bridge network and how it works. Till now, we have seen usage of services keyword either in config.yml or .gitlab-ci.yml file. We have also seen that how can we define primary and secondary images in image and services keywords respectively, and how can we connect them using etc host details or getting the details using env command. We have also seen uses of variable keyword and in which section we can define these variables keyword so that we can access variable names and their values accordingly that particular section. In today's session, we will see the working mechanism of a default method of bridge networking. Bridge network has got two methods, default and user defined. So we will not go for user defined method today, but we will see working mechanism of default method. The difference between default and user defined method is in default method, you just need to mention dash dash a link keyword to link two different containers together. Whereas in user defined method, you need to create your own network to connect two different containers. So this is the main difference between these two. In default method, when two containers are going to be connected together, they will get some environment variables predefined in them. So basically, the pattern of those environment variables will be named. So this name will be either image name, or if you have provided alias name, then the alias name will be there, then port, and this angle brackets will be replaced by the port number and the protocol, so internet protocol like TCP or UDP. If you look at the environment variables, so let's see that. So these are the environment variables, and if we go using this pattern name, so mysql underscore test, that is the alias name that I have provided to the services keyword, services image, then port, so the port, and then mysql will run on 3306 port by default. So that is the port number, and protocol will be TCP underscore ADDR, and then IP address on which that particular image container is running. So this is the naming convention that by default used by Docker. In today's session, we will talk about different Docker commands. Those are going to be used to connect two containers using default bridge networking method. Over here, we will see these Docker containers in the context of our .gitlab-ci.yml file or config.yml file. When we define two different images to be connected together, how they are going to be connected with each other, what will be the mechanism that is going to be used in GitLab, that we are going to see today. So this is my sample GitLab CI-CD file. Over here, this is the primary image called Python, and this is the secondary image that I have mentioned under services keyword, and I have provided its alias name as mysql underscore test. So in my case, I will provide entire scenario in the context of my CI/CD file. So in my CI/CD file, I want to connect Python to MySQL. So what will happen in GitLab? So first of all, GitLab will start MySQL image container and using its image name as well as alias name. So the command that is going to be probably used by GitLab is this docker run, then -8 means this is for our knowledge purpose. That's why I have put -8, but it can be the option can be -d, that is stands for detached mode, means the container will run in backend. Okay, --rm means remove the container once the operation has been completed or we have stopped or killed the container. Name, so name is mysql underscore test. So this double dash name is identical to alias of CI/CD file. So this alias keyword of CI/CD file is identical to --dash name keyword of Docker. Then -e stands for environment variables. So over here I have used this environment variable called mysql root password and provided its value. So these environment variables I have provided over here in CI/CD file under the variables keyword, like database name, root password, username, and MySQL user password. Finally, I want to start MySQL image, and if we provide bash, then it will start MySQL image. If we haven't provided bash, in that case MySQL services will start. Once it has started, next thing that is going to be done in GitLab will be this command, docker run it. So again, -8 is for interactive terminal. It's just to showcase like what is going to be there in Python image container. But in GitLab, it might be -t, so that is stands for detached mode, running background. Remove, so again, remove this container, then name, so give this container name called Python. Okay, and then --link. So this is the default bridge network method in Docker that is going to be used, and we can define it using this command --link. Then I want to connect my Python image container to my SQL underscore taste image container. So this MySQL underscore taste is my alias name, and if I haven't provided alias name in my CI/CD pipeline over here, then it would be only MySQL. So instead of this MySQL underscore taste, it would be only MySQL. Then I want to start Python image container, and I want to start it with bash shell. So once we have executed this command, Python will be linked to MySQL image container. I have used this particular command just to showcase that when you haven't used any -link option, in that case, what will be the environment variable? And once we have used this -link option, what will be the environment variable? And these are the links that I have used for my reference to create this PPT and to create this tutorial. Let's see these commands in practical. So as I have mentioned, I will reiterate it again that all the commands are of Dockers, and we are going to understand these commands from the perspective of CI/CD pipeline. So this --name is identical to alias of CI/CD file. Then these variables are identical to this -e option. So both are the similar. So I will first of all copy this particular command. I will paste that command over here in the terminal, and it will start MySQL image container. If you have seen, these are the outputs that you will get when you are running CI/CD pipeline from GitLab. So you can see these outputs over here as well, like this: SQL servers, MySQL entry point script for MySQL server started, initializing database files, InnoDB initialization has ended, InnoDB initialization has started. So all these outputs you will get from here. Okay, so we are getting the same output in the GitLab dashboard when we run CI/CD pipeline. So they are same. Now I will start my Python image container using this command. I will open new tab and paste the command. Okay, so now I am in my Python image container. So now let's see what we will get if we execute env command. So at present, environment variables are limited. So you can see that only few environment variables are available at present because we haven't linked Python with MySQL. So what I will do is I will again close this image container, stop it using Control-D. Now I will use this particular command to connect Python with MySQL image container. Okay, so you can see that this MySQL underscore taste is the image container name or alias name that we have provided. Okay, and now you can see that Python image container has started and we are in the bash shell. So now if we see environment variables, so you can see that there are a bunch of environment variables containing their corresponding values. Okay, and these environment variables have alias name as their prefix. So whatever the environment variables are starting with this MySQL underscore taste are containing the details for my service or secondary image container, that is MySQL image container. Okay, now we will ping MySQL image container and see what's happening. So ping, I will provide MySQL underscore taste, that is the alias name, and that will be used as a host name as well. Okay, it says that ping command not found. So for that, first of all, I need to update this image container, Python image container. Then I need to install apt install iputils -ping. So it will install ping command. Now if I use the same command, ping mysql taste, and you can see that using that alias name as host, we are able to connect to MySQL image container. As well as if you want to ping IP address of this particular image container, that's also possible. So for that, we can use this particular IP address. So that is the IP address of MySQL image container. I will copy it and again ping and IP address of MySQL container, and you can see that it's able to connect to the MySQL container. Now let's see if we are able to connect from MySQL to Python. So if we are able to ping from MySQL container to Python container or not. So for that, I will again open new tab. I will use this command sudo docker execute it. So it is the interactive. Then I need to provide the name or ID of the container. So my name of this particular image container is MySQL taste. So I can provide that name over here. And I want to start with bash shell. Okay. So now I am in bash shell of MySQL image container. So what I will do is again over here ping command will not be available as default. So I need to first of all update it. Then I need to install ping command. Okay, so once that particular ping command has been installed, we can ping Python. So you can see that it is giving me an error like Python name or service not known. So over here in my this command, you can see that we haven't linked MySQL to Python, but we have linked Python to MySQL, and hence we are not able to resolve that particular name. So what I need to do is, first of all, right now I am in my Python image container, so I will get the IP address of this image container. You can see that this is the Python image container IP address. I will copy it, and this is for the MySQL image container. So this is the IP address of MySQL image container. So I will ping based on IP address, and you can see that we are able to successfully connect and ping Python image container using its IP address. From Python, if we want, we can connect any Python application to MySQL using its host name or alias name or IP address. So let's see that. So first of all, I need to install this package called pip install mysql-connector-python. So it will install Python MySQL connector package. Then I will start Python shell. Over here I will import MySQL connector. Then I will copy this entire command, will paste it over here, and as I have not provided any database name, so I will remove it. My password will be abc123 because I haven't created any user or password by the name of Nayan, so I will remove them and we will use default user and password. Host will be mysql_taste, that is alias name as well, and you can see that we are able to connect with MySQL image container or MySQL database on its services. All these commands will be carried out in the backend when GitLab CI-CD pipeline will run using image and services keyword and will connect different containers together. So that's it for the day. Thank you everyone for watching this video.